I'm the Director of Marketing and Growth at the Peterborough Petes, and like you said, not originally from Peterborough, originally from the Ottawa Valley, and then lived for a little bit out in Massachusetts and Nova Scotia as well for school, but now I definitely call Peterborough my home. I've been here for 4 years and thought I was only going to be here for 3 months, so really have absorbed into the city and absolutely love it here. You know what? The people in the city are absolutely amazing. Obviously, I get to see kind of the best folks through the Peterborough Petes, but even looking at the Peterborough Girls Hockey Association, the new Canadian Centre, and other kind of community-focused groups of people have really kind of taken me in and really made me feel like this is a place of home, this is a place of community, and I would say, I think that's probably everyone you speak with, that's kind of the number one thing. The people are absolutely amazing, super gracious, and super thoughtful. I'd coached my whole life. That initial season I had kind of taken a pause. I didn't really know anyone in the city. Then the following year I put my name in to be an assistant, and I was lucky enough to coach with Shawnee Evans and Larry Gibson and Steve Medhurst, these guys with big personalities who have a ton of ties to the city. The following year I was approached by Chris Moher, who I now coach with, to do the PBAA crew, and that same year I also did the Novice United Ice Kats. Did U9 again in the COVID year, and then I'm back now with Chris Mower and Tim DeGeer with the U15 Ice Kats, and absolutely love it. I connected with the new Canadian Centre through the previous year when we ran a swearing-in ceremony of new Canadians into Canada. They always do a group night with us, so then just approached them one summer. The summer happened that year, or that week happened to align with a week when Don Cherry was fired, so on and so forth, and the hot topic was like, what does hockey look like and who is hockey welcoming, so it kind of all aligned. So we had about 60 new Canadians out on the ice. We at that time had the PBAA Ice Kats kind of organizing the on-ice portion of it, and then had them join us for the game that year. It is an event we want to run again, and since that night we have also, I've worked with Jess Dublin, who's amazing at the new Canadian Centre, to do some specific onboarding of families she works with to get their children into hockey full time. So the Jajuk family, 3 out of 4 of their kids are now fully enrolled in hockey, and I worked with Jess to get their equipment sorted, teach them, what it looks like to go to the rink, help them with drives, and then we have a couple of other new families this year. So I think we're up to 7 kids altogether that are like full-time hockey players, and the Petes are running the first shift program under Hockey Canada, where we look to kind of continue to make hockey more accessible in the spring. I was a huge Sean Thornton fan as a kid. Who doesn't like a tough, scrappy hockey player? And he was so thoughtful and generous with his time. I mean, he and a friend of his gave me like 3 hours at the Springfield, like MGMT, whatever that casino is, and we just shot the breeze and talked all things hockey, Pete's and the NHL, and who's the best dressed in the NHL. But I'm so lucky, guys like Jeff Toohey, guys like local guys like Martone and Andy Johnson have gone over and above to make me feel welcome to the city and provide me kind of with opportunities locally and then also nationally to meet more people. Eleanor, who now listens to Fresh every day when I leave. That was hilarious. So yeah, I had rehomed the dog. I took her in from a family who had just found at the time there was a lot kind of on their plate between work, and they have 3 kids. So yeah, she is 10 years old. She's an English bulldog, and she's big. I'm a Habs fan. We had her in a Habs jersey one night, so she's a big Habs fan, and she's my sidekick in all of this chaos up in the West End. So love her. Yeah.
Hometown PTBO with Pete Dalliday.